Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 2. Today we are going to present our project proposal entitled Campaign Say No to Food Waste, Think Before You Trash. This project was prepared by 5 people, which are myself, Siti Nurhaliza, Hamzah, Wan Nurul Amni, Arshaliana, and Umi Nadira. Next, I will pass to Arshaliana.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Arshaliana binti Ma'anam Sadat. For now, I'm going to talk about the background of the project. Food wastage is indeed an issue of concern to the public, especially in developing countries. Most countries face this problem due to a lack of awareness among the population. So to overcome this issue in IUM Food Outlet Cafeteria, we as the students of IUM would like to organize a campaign with the slogan, Say No to Food Waste, Think Before You Trash. The purpose of our project is to spread awareness among the IM community so that they can think before doing something, especially in buying food. Food waste is one of the biggest unsustainable development issues that will affect SDG 1, which is no poverty, SDG 2, zero hunger, and also SDG 12, responsible consumption and production. While we're doing this research, we also notice there are some problems, which is hygiene issues, unpleasant odors, and also rotten old food, and many more. Next will be literature review. There are some differences in the meaning of food waste between some parties and organizations. The United Nations Food and Agriculture Organizations (FAO) differentiates between food waste and food loss in this way. Food loss is the decrease in the quantity or quality of food resulting from decisions and actions by food suppliers in the chain, excluding retailers, food service providers, and consumers. Theoretically, it refers to food that is discarded or burned in the food supply chain. Meanwhile, for the food waste, it has the same meaning, but the differences is between the action was by retailers, food service providers, and also consumers. Food is wasted in many ways, including food that are close to and has exceeded the best before date, is often discarded by retailers and consumers. The differences are very important to know for identifying between food loss and food waste in terms of meaning and their process. Next will be about the objectives of the project. Thank you.
There are some main objectives of this project. Firstly, to identify the problem in the food outlets and cafeterias in IIUM. Secondly, to propose a better solution for the problem identified, which is the food waste issue. And thirdly, to enhance the practice of taking adequate food while eating at food outlets and cafeterias through an awareness campaign among the IIUM community.
Our proposed project is significant because first, it describes the important issue that is very much in need of prevention, which is the excessiveness of food waste in the food court and cafeteria at IIM. Next, we managed to find the practical and manageable solution for the problem that we have identified. Then, by running this project, we will improve clinical practice in the IIM community as we enhance the productivity through campaign. We can also practice and implement the Sustainable Development Goals at IUM if the goals proposed for the project are achieved.
There are some issues and challenges that could arise throughout the execution of this campaign. Firstly, people might not support this campaign. People tend to take the food waste issue for granted because it is such a typical occurrence in today's culture. As long as they are not directly affected by this issue, they are not paying adequate attention and support or even refuse to be part of this campaign. As a result, due to some people's selfish attitude, this campaign will find it difficult to reach its goal. Secondly, the issue is insufficient budget. As this is a non-profit effort, it's understandable that only a few of individuals or organizations would be interested in sponsoring it. We need to carry out a variety of exciting activities to grab people's attention, such as hosting games with cash rewards, lucky draws, and many more. So the failure to provide the necessary budget will be the primary challenges in raising awareness by virtue of this campaign. Thirdly, this event is planned to be a seasonal campaign only, not a continuous one, so the awareness developed by this campaign will not be long-lasting. When this campaign is over, it is likely that the problem may reoccur. Hence, the campaign appears to be time-consuming and ineffective. In addition, the social media platform is not widely used, so the information spread via the digital poster and the scholarly discussion will not be disseminated properly until it reaches the knowledge of RIUM's community. So this issue will have resulted in the lack of support from the public, and accordingly the campaign will fail. So all of these issues mentioned must be solved through various alternatives in order to ensure the campaign's success.
Thank you to the previous presenter. Now I will present about the analysis of this project. For the research methodology, this study focused on the reactions and opinions of the IIUM community regarding the issue of the food waste in the IIUM Gombak cafeteria and food outlets. This study applied quantitative research method. We use Google Form to collect data and share it through WhatsApp to gain respondents. And there are 12 questions in total, and it divided into 3 parts. Part A consists of 3 close-ended questions which focuses on respondents' backgrounds. Part B consists of 4 different types of questions, and it aims to identify the problems and ask for understanding about the title related to the project. Lastly, in Part C, there are 4 Likert scale questions that ask about respondents' thoughts on the project and proposed solutions, and 1 question for the other suggestions. For the results and findings, in Part A, for the respondent demography, the first question for the gender of the respondents, there are 30 female and 8 male. The second question, there are only first and second year students that responded to the survey with 86.8% and 13.2%. Next question shows that the most respondents, 78.9%, are from Kuliah IRKHS, and the second most respondents are from Kuliah ICOL with 7.9%. In Part B, for the quantitative studies, there are 63.2% of respondents have visited the IIUM Gombak cafeteria, while the rest have not visited it. The next question provided some issues that possibly exist in the IIUM Gombak cafeteria. The top 3 issues that were selected by the respondents are: first is excessive food waste with 29 respondents. Second is hygiene issue with 17 respondents. Third is expensive food prices with 8 respondents. For the third question, there are majority 34 respondents agree that there is excessive food waste in IIUM Gombak cafeteria, while only 4% disagree with it. Next, in Part C, we stated our proposed project, which is the campaign, and 47.4% of the respondents strongly agree with the effectiveness of our proposed project. Next question, we provided some solutions to make this campaign a success and asked respondents to rate the effectiveness of these solutions. So, take an adequate portion of food has the most strongly agree voted by respondents than the other two with 29 respondents or 76.3%.
There are some recommendations other than the ones in the survey that we recommend would be helpful. First, inviting guest speakers or influencers to attract the audience. They will be more interested in participating in the campaign, and they will be more motivated to make the campaign success. Next, as organizer, we should be responsible for seeking sponsorship from any non-governmental organization NGO. This is because with the sponsorship from the NGO, we can to some extent enliven the campaign by holding some lucky draws and holding a small meal for anyone who participates. In addition, providing recyclable containers to store excess food or leftovers. By giving recyclable containers, it could help save food waste, as students may easily pack their food if they have reached limit and continue to finish it when they feel hungry again. Last but not least, use various platforms to spread about the organized campaign such as WhatsApp, Instagram, and also TikTok. This is because humans are now more interested in using gadgets, and it is easier for everyone to receive information. Hence, all suggestions above would cover if the resolutions given from the survey are insufficient or not effective as predicted.
To be concluded, food waste is a vital issue for the world's populations because the world is in crisis of not having enough food to eat. In order to deal with this problem, every country, institution, and individual have to carry out their own responsibilities. As students, we propose this project as our initiative to solve this issue at our campus. In the food court of IUM, food waste is identified as an issue, and the main cause of other problems such as hygiene issues and unpleasant odors. As you all know, we have chosen campaign as the solution to resolve this issue. We chose this method as the solution because campaign does not consist of just one event. Campaign is a planned set of activities. Many events or activities can be included in this campaign, such as motivational talk about food waste and donation of the excessive food. Lastly, our project is in conjunction with SDG and Makasud Sharia. This is because by preventing food waste, we can maintain SDG 1 and 2, which are no poverty and zero hunger. Other than that, our project is related to Al-Mal Well in Makasud Sharia. This is because food is one's property. Islam forbids its believer to waste, especially on food. In a nutshell, by running this project, we got to save money and food for the prosperity of the society. Thank you.